Someone asked about Ingrid Leary coming on the program, and of course we had Greg O'Connor on with me last year too, Labour MPs. I think they are, well, they're just showing a little bit of independent thought, and damn good on them. But my appeal was to Chris Hipkins. He is the leader of the opposition, and we cover quite a lot of politics here on the platform, so it would behoove him to talk to you people and talk to the many tens of thousands of you who listen to us. Gosh, we got some new survey results back. We did a survey, as you know, if you'll remember, before Christmas. Gosh, we found some interesting things out about you people. Not on an individual basis. We do not track you individually. We don't spam you or anything, but we asked a number of questions, and it's a voluntary response. We get thousands of responses, and it really allows us to build a picture of who you are collectively. So I guess we can continue to conduct interviews, do programming that you find interesting, and also, I'll be honest, we use that information to pitch to advertisers, and you'll notice we're getting a few more. What I can tell you people, and you can reach around and pat yourselves on the back for this, you've all done all right in life. Most of you are a little bit later on in life, so, 45, 50 plus, but you've done okay. You've raised your kids, you've run businesses, you own your own home or homes, believe it or not. The sort of things you're into doing are having the good things in life. You like drinking, or fine wine. You like travel. You're really interested in your retirement and your retirement savings and how you're going to live in your retirement. And you're a smart bunch of people who live all over the country, not so many people in Greyland and Thorndon. But what a great bunch of people you are. That's what I love about the survey. I can look at it and say, yeah, they sound like decent people. So I'll share it. We'll share some of that with you, and we're going to share it with potential advertisers as well, so that the stuff we do, even in a commercial sense, is relevant to you as a Platform listener. And I'd love you to become a Platform Plus member. Then, of course, we don't have to sell quite so many ads. That's the idea. So download the app from the Google Store, the App Store, or Google Play. Is it Google Play? The Google Store? You download it, and then you can join Platform Plus. And we keep, we can keep the ship sailing.
Now, as politicians, we have choices. Choices in how we respond to this growing but justifiable dissatisfaction. We can offer a message of hope, or we can offer a message of fear. People need security. They need to hear from their political leaders that we anticipate that change, that we have a plan, that we understand their need for job security, that we understand their need for housing security, and that we understand the need for hope for the next generation so that they too can have the future that their parents had, if not a better one. And if we do none of these things, we leave a vacuum for fear and for populism. Now, the challenge for progressive and inclusive movements, from my perspective, lies in delivering that sense of security whilst also staying true to the notion of open borders, fair trade, international responsibility, and other principles that have guided a country like New Zealand for a number of years.
Because at the heart of public broadcasting is the notion of national identity and of the building of a community of people who may well be diverse and different, but hear about each other, who get to know what each other's stories might be, and as a result begin to have a process of building a sense that, yes, we're different, but we share common values, we understand each other, we know what you're on about. You may well be a Muslim, I may be a Christian, but I understand what you're doing. I'm not unfamiliar with you, and I can live in the same society, and we can share some things, we can have a national identity, we can be here together. That kind of question of identity And that question of community has unfortunately been left to people like Nigel Farage around the world, or the wonderful Boris, for example, who have argued that they're the only people who can talk about these kinds of issues, when really people who want to live in a progressive society where people do have that sense of community and tolerance that runs side by side, those people need to take that debate back. And one of the ways of doing that is through public broadcasting. I think one of the ways to popularise this debate at the moment is to get into the mainstream of debate amongst New Zealanders that we do need to live together. We do need a way of doing that, and public broadcasting, wherever it may be, is a way of doing that.
Okay, sorry gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm translating the bids into Chinese just to make it easier for them. Have 1,600,000. 1,000块